Before I do that, I just want to tell you a little bit about the research and how we went about this. So we made a conscious decision to not do it in one phase, but two. We started off with a very robust, large sample, 1,000 interviews, sourced online, an even mix between IT decision makers, the people who actually go out and buy office equipment, and their end users too. So a 50-50 mix gives you both perspectives. In terms of country coverage, as Wootton mentioned, we have 10 countries here representing Eastern Europe right down to South Africa. And I'm going to focus a lot of what I say on the countries relevant to the Middle East, North and Central Africa. As well as that first stage of quite quantitative research, where we're asking lots and lots of questions, both of end users and decision makers, we then took the decision to do a further 50 interviews over the telephone in quite some depth with some of the most interesting people that we spoke to in that first phase. So we were looking to drill down and go in depth into some of the key themes that emerged, forming the kind of pillars that have been discussed already. So we're not understanding only the statistics behind it, but the reasoning why and what's driving behaviour too. To make sure we didn't have any inherent bias in our sampling, we made efforts to make sure we had a good mix across not only geography but size of business sites and the vertical markets, the business activities. So with a sample of 1,000 we have enough to start drilling down and comparing and contrasting not only differences by regions but also differences by size and time. So let me give you some text here. These are 5 key findings. In many ways, I think these are the most surprising and interesting findings overall from all of the countries we've done here. For me, the most striking is just how important scanning has become in the region. It's absolutely vital and critical, and the people we spoke to said that directly to us. They're saying that scanning is growing very, very quickly, and indeed it's helping them to grow and be more productive. That does not mean that print is dead. What's happening is, as multifunction devices become more prevalent, there's actually increasing document volumes and workflows emerging. So that there may well be a small decline in print as more and more digital documents get used, but print definitely still has a place. We're seeing actually faster growth than in Europe. A couple of years ago we did a similar study focusing on Western Europe, and that told us that yes, there was an increase in scanning, but not to the same magnitude that we're finding in the Middle East, in Africa.